greenhouse is ready, and we are so excited to have you join us for our Spruce Tip classes this year. Right now I'm going to demonstrate an example of a pot that we have put together so that you can see the various steps that we take in creating a spruce tip pot. We start with an empty container, which you can bring in your containers from your house that have had annuals in them and clean them up. And then we'll put in some fresh dirt. We like to start with structure, and quite often that would be the birch poles, the lovely birch poles we have available. In groupings of 2 or 3 works perfectly. Then we take a bundle of spruce tips. These are tips that are harvested from the north woods of Canada and northern Minnesota. And it is a product that is harvested up in that area, and the sprouts will regrow next year. So it isn't harming the environment, but it does allow for us to ship those beauties down into Iowa where we can use them for the holiday season. The advantage of the spruce tip that we show here is that it is so long lasting, and oftentimes your greens will still be a vibrant green way into March or even the first part of April, depending on our season. So they're a fabulous base to start with on your container. And then from there, we often add other evergreens and foliage, which I'll show you in a second. But you take the bundle, cut it apart, share it with your friend, or use a whole bundle for a real full look, and start clipping the pieces and putting them into your pot of dirt. Make sure the dirt is firmed up. Just press it with your knuckles into the pot securely so that the birch poles and the branches will stand firm out in the wind. And if you need extra measure of support, you can fill the bottom of your pot with some gravel if you need it to be a little heavier. Now, once these branches freeze in to the pot, they'll be quite secure even in high winds. So that's a nice advantage to get the pot frozen up for the winter. Next, I took a package of pine cones, and these come in various sizes and shapes and quantities. This package is a beautiful shaped pine cone that had maybe 6 to a package, and I show you here how we can balance the design by embedding the cones in different heights, at different heights and in different places, so that you end up with a basic pyramid of balance. And the cones, they all have their own personality shape-wise, so you just fiddle with them till they end up in the spot that looks most appealing to you. And when you come to our classes, we do have staff available to help you if you're a newcomer or have done it only a few times and feel better if somebody is there to help you with choices. Next, I took a package of glossy red Christmas colored balls, and these will help to brighten up your pot, and they glisten in the sunshine or under the porch light so nicely for an evening look. And that came in a package of 3, so I did a basic triangle shape there. And then I'm going to add a focal point. Focal points are commonly created with our wall full of beautiful bows. We bring in such attractive ribbon, and then Donna and Samantha take that ribbon and make it into these beautiful bows that can be added to your porch pot. And to finish off our color scheme and give it a little fun, I found this little wooden gnome on a stick, and he can be gently embedded behind the bow. He picks up on the color scheme of the plaid, which is really nice. And you can't maybe see it from here, but his hat has a little glisten to it. So the glisten in the ribbon and the glisten on his hat pick up nicely with the shiny red Christmas balls. And there you have it, a wonderful Christmas piece that can adorn your front door, and you can add other elements to it like a second pot or a wreath and have a lot of fun. Now that we've gotten our container to this point, I'm going to show you how you can embellish it a bit by adding some complementary foliage to the spruce tip pot. We have bundles and boxes of this wonderful foliage we bring in from different areas, and I'm going to show you how this adds just that extra touch so that you can really make a statement with your container. Here I have selected some cedar to go around the collar of our container. So you take a bundle of it and select the different pieces that have just the right length to them, embed them around the base of the pot, and snuggle up that little gnome and bow focal point with some really nice contrasting foliage, and it smells amazing. But I chose this cedar because it has a little gold glow to it, and it also picks up on our bow and our gnome, just like we did before with the red balls and such. So all together, it makes this wonderful Christmas pot for your front door or your back porch. And it does like to be outside for the season, so that's where you want to use it. And we will have these design classes starting Friday of this week, which runs all the weekends of November. You can see on our Facebook page our different times, or you can simply call 712-262-4912 if you want to sign up for one of these classes. They run Friday, Saturday, or Sunday at different time slots. We also offer private classes. If you want to get a group of 8 people minimum, come on out and we can find a time that works for your group. And you may have an evening time slot or an afternoon if there's one available. You can bring your own goodies, some wine, a little bit of fun, some music, and have a good old time. We have lots of groups that do this, so we'd be happy to host you if this interests you as well. But please call Del's or stop out and see what's all come about. A truck just arrived about 30 minutes ago with even more wonderful stuff. So we're excited to have you here, and it's going to be a great holiday season. See you soon.